June 21st, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Bushy Park. Children 12 and under free. Admission $25. Food and drinks will be on sale. Drag rivals. No, today we here with somebody that's not only a father, but a drag racer and a record breaker. We here with Muffin, so we can go show Muffin and see what's going on. No, we just keep a little introduction. Right. Who's a father, a drag racer, and a record breaker.
That is it.
But we want to get your own introduction. I thought I hold on you me drag racing, I will go straight into drag racing.
Alright guys, you don't know, Poison Muffin here. That's you know near right now, and Muffin no more, it's Poison Muffin. I've been drag racing for a very long time. Probably more than 10 years for sure, can't remember the exact time. But honestly, what really get me into drag racing is Bell Stalker. Colleague here of mine, he used to really get me in before they said it was a 25. Currently right now, you know, it's a Kia series, but I've transitioned throughout the years. I hold some lashes at Bushy Park with the 25, but it was so competitive. But obviously racing against the Kia series guys was always a challenge. So I decided to put a Kia here. My plan was to put in a 2.4 liter auto the Camry, but I couldn't really find a gearbox to fit it. And I wanted something like no, cause obviously racing is a drug. You know, you get addiction, you want to race, and I just a boom. So I put in the Kia series, and from 16 we ain't look back. We started off small, and now we end up turbocharged, and we are the current fastest two-wheel drive on the island right now.
So throughout the years, you would say it's been a big challenge, or how would you starting to know?
Honestly, it has been a challenge, but I have a good team, and you can't do this without a team. You need a team. And I'm talking about guys coming and getting you assistance, either if it's rebuilding the engine, either if it's just doing knowledge checking, researching, wherever you think about it, you got a team. And I've been having some challenges because there was a time, I think it was last year, I've been blowing up engines consistently all the time. And we can't figure out what was causing it. And we wasn't doing nothing wrong in terms of building the engine, but we wasn't using the right parts. So you need a combination. So knowledge is key, and we would have gained that over the time. And currently right now with the knowledge that I have, we seem to be progressing a lot good. And I have an employee here, Gooding. He's a very good mechanic, and he takes note of everything. He triple check and double check, and I mean, so I got good, and then he would come and find something. I was like, yo, wow, I didn't see that. Yeah. So thanks to Gooding, I can say if it wasn't for him, for sure, the actual engine platform wouldn't be like this currently right now. Obviously, because they got the tune to Fabian, but he did a fantastic job making sure that he tuned this one point. But yeah, you need a team for sure.
But with a good team, it's come good results.
Yes.
What's on the achievements that you get with the car so far?
We have a lot of achievements. The achievement that we get so far, we was the first front wheel drive car in the low 7s. We was the first front wheel drive car to run 6s. I think we are still the current front wheel drive car. I don't think I had a front wheel drive car getting to 6s yet. We are currently the fastest two wheel drive car. We are the second fastest car on the island. I think Bruce did a 9.2 and I'm at 9.3. So we are currently the second fastest car on the island. And we have a lot more in store for the car. And this coming Father's Day for sure. I had plans to not drive the car anymore due to the fact of traction problems at Bushy Park. Yeah. All these being problems, but my tuner want to work on traction control strategies. Robert promised me he's gonna put down some good track bike, so we can give it another try. The fastest time is 6.7. The plan is to put it in a 6.2. So you will understand they come into box with the 4-wheel drive cars. Yeah. So the camera right here, right? Because the camera want you all guys to know Muffin, man, the Poison Muffin. Once we get this traction control working at Bushy Park, we coming for all of the 4-wheel drive cars.
We thought with 4-wheel driving, right? How it feels to be a front-wheel drive car battling with the 4-wheel driving?
That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that. Sometimes it's still a dream. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe being up on the hill and listening to the men that they're talking back in the days, and my Bell Stalker and Grover, all the men, my father, everybody defending me, because we know the potential the car got. But they to actually now put it to the ground, we got everybody up on the hill quiet, and the car competing now and battling in the 6-second class. I felt good about that. I feel good about it. Sammy told me that, you know, yes, it's hard to be up there, but then you could get knocked out fast because you are in the higher part of the 6 second bracket.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not my concern right now because I know when you come to the line, no 4-wheel drive car don't want to get beat by this. I ain't asking you, I telling you, no 4-wheel drive car, Bushy Park do not want to get beat by this 2-wheel drive car. So you need to be aggressive.
You're aggressive.
Boy, they don't want to get beat by this. But I'm telling you, traction control strategies this Father's Day, we gonna met people here at Bushy Park. Cause I could drive this car and I know how to drive my car.
So you come in for all the 4-wheel drive ears.
All the 4-wheel drive ears I want, every single one. I already called out Charlotte already,
Yeah.
but really and truly I want all of them. I ain't care. Once we could get little traction to the ground, it's problems.
I hear you talk about 4-wheel drive. Recently, as you post a new car.
Yes.
You run X.
Correct.
Now, what was the process of getting the car and making the decision that you want to drag race it? And I also saw you're going to be sharing it with your wife.
Yes.
Talk to me about that whole process.
All right. So I went to an establishment one time, and I saw the car, and I asked the guy, "What you doing with this here?" He said, "Man, he had built it for circuit racing, but circuit racing gone up on a halt." So I said, "You will sell it?" The man said, "Yeah." So I called my wife and said, "Yeah, babes, I got a car here set up to race right now. We just gotta put engine in it. What you want to do?" She said, "Man, if you're happy with it, beg." So the man called a number and I begged on the spot.
Yeah.
The plan was to build it all motor. I don't want a wicked all motor car. But traction in Barbados is a problem. And I tell myself, Bushy Park kind of turned me off. I said, I ain't building no more front wheel drive car.
Yeah.
It must be 4-wheel drive. God is good. I bought the car. The car was inside the lot here parked for about 6 months. And a good friend of mine, Jabari, we was at Bushy Park, and Jabari passed through and said, Muffin, I come into the garage Monday morning, we got a gas start on the car. And I had everything for the car, you know, engine, gearbox, you name it.
Yeah.
Everything for the car. The man came and we started to put the engine in the slot, put it on the block, learn the engine mounts, because we get a lot of knowledge from this.
Yeah.
So we built the engine mounts really fast, and within a week we had the engine in there, everything lined up. And I said, you know what? This car got a good 4-wheel drive. Bell Stalker make a phone call to a man, and the man said, yo, you know a guy that got a Ronette 4-wheel drive, but he don't use it, he got the drive shaft disconnect. I called the guy, yeah bro, you want swap? I mean the guy swap up quick, but I mean, about 3-4 days we had heat rolling first, and then we get that set up and we just say, yeah, we going all out with the car. And right now the car 4-wheel drive, like we just mentioned about my wife,
Yeah.
I try to build the car reliable as possible, because my wife not getting back into driving. She could drive really good.
Yeah.
But honestly, I could admit she could even drive better than me. But I honestly got the experience on her. So once she get back into it, she should be fine. But I want her driving the lower class for now. I would tackle with the 4-wheel drive guys up there, but I can let she drive in the lower class, and I would drive it in the higher class.
So you can do each pattern with that car too? Or
Yeah, I actually was going sequential with it, but I realized that there's a car that we want to travel the world with,
Yeah.
the Ronettes. I realized that the sequential in the US, they don't really have a class for that right now. H pattern is what taking over in that class, like World Cup, HD, those stuff.
Yeah.
You can't really compete with the sequential to some degree. They're trying now to get a class for it, so I say, you know what, let me go H pattern because that's where everybody going. I mean, some guys still getting the sequential, but they're competing with themselves. But I want to compete in a class like in Florida and different parts of the world. I want to compete with the H pattern. I am an ambassador currently right now for Barbados when it comes to drag racing. And I ain't being cocky about it. But when you talk about drags, I got to come to you, man. Like, when it comes to drag racing, somebody got to think about the poison muffin.
Yeah.
And that's true. So I want to take this further. I want to travel the whole of the US with the car, Europe, wherever there's drag racing. I want to go and represent Barbados.
I know you talk about traveling the world, but I know you travel so far with your aggressive.
Yeah.
And in, I think, 2024, you went to Grenada.
Yeah. We went Grenada 2024, 2025,
Yeah.
I know 2026.
So talk to me about 2024 versus 2025 in Grenada with the car, challenges.
That's another great question. So far, I must say, traveling to the islands was always good for me. I've never really had a bad time traveling.
Yeah.
2024, we went down to Grenada. I came second in 11 second class. 11, right? Paid out 2024.
Yeah.
2025, I went back down. I came second in the 10 second class. I went finals with Sammy. My engine exploded in the finals. Right? I was the fastest qualifier for the whole event. We were running a time of 10.1, 10.2 the whole weekend.
Yeah.
We were consistent. Unfortunately, the last race, the engine blew. There's nothing I could do about that. 2025 now, we went to Antigua in March. Car ended up winning the 9 second champ. I bring home the trophy for Barbados. We won the 9 second championship down there. I have that trophy, and to go down there and actually compete against some fast front wheel drive cars and win, that was a blessing for us as a family, as a unit for Barbados. Everything that was a blessing for us. And now we're going back to Grenada in September. I'll be taking both cars to Grenada. So the plan obviously is to win the 9 second with this. I would like for practice and qualifying and stuff, I would like to put at least qualify with the 8. I would like to do an 8 with it, like an 8, 9, 8, 8, but I will not be racing the 8 second class. I want the Ronettes for that.
Yeah.
But this year I just want to put it in the 8 to say, yeah, I do an 8 front wheel drive, and then we will battle in the 9 second class.
So you got the fastest front wheel drive car in Barbados, Grenada, Antigua,
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
Yeah.
What is that feeling like knowing that this car, I know in previous interviews you said this was the car that helped build this shop.
Yes.
What is that feeling like to know that this car, so many years ago, helped you have the fastest car in 4 countries?
Correct. Well, this car actually has a lot of sentimental value to me.
Yeah.
As you mentioned before in previous interviews, I would have said there was times whereby I couldn't afford to call a truck guy to bring sand and stone for me, and I put it in here, and they bring sand and stone, help me build this garage, help me build this empire that I have here right now. This here that we probably at, this recently built. Over there is the current garage, but we just built this structure here, and this is an empire. And you know, I've been consistently growing, and I don't want to try just for me to grow. I like everybody around me to grow as well. So all of my peers, I try to assist them and push them in, you know, the right way, so that all of us can be competitive. The plan right now is just to keep pushing the platform. This wagon, a lot of people obviously don't use it. I'm probably the honest person that really using it, but we see a lot of potential in this car. We see a lot of potential in this platform, and honestly, everybody using Honda, but nobody never used this platform to make this fast. And I believe that this car and this chassis and the suspension of this car can even go faster than Hondas. I believe that this car, if well put together, this car could probably do a 7. You understand? And I'm just speaking about in the conditions, this car could go a 7. Yeah, once everything lined up properly, very low 8. It's possible, right? But we see that the platform working for us, the long wheelbase is very good, and we like that. And it's just a matter of just keep pushing the platform. But I want to keep it, for sure, I want to keep it in the 9 second category for sure, because I still want to be reliable on the ends. When you start pushing these powers to a certain degree, you know, reliability can become a problem. So we got spare motors. We currently building a spare motor for this now. We currently building an engine for, we have an engine for the Ronettes, and we currently building a spare for that as well. So when you see 246 and auto come out as a group, we come in well prepared. We want got spare engines for this, spare engine for the Ronettes, and spare gearbox parts and everything that maybe go out we could represent. But as I say, so far so good traveling overseas, and we are also the 5th fastest car in the Caribbean. Front wheel drive. Front wheel drive. If you're going to check the charts and all over right now in the Caribbean, this car is the 5th fastest front wheel drive car in the Caribbean.
That's impressive.
Very.
Now, talking about your 2-wheel drive class, I know, as you said in Grenada, you and Sammy, the 10 second finals, you all had it. Recently on Instagram, you see Sammy rebuild the car. Taking the car to the Shell Gate Sound Blast, and you coming back up. You think Sammy's going to be a track come June 21st?
Sammy gonna need more help, man. Sammy gonna know gotta start over again. And Sammy feel, and you always tell Sammy from day one, don't sleep on me cause I ain't sleeping. And he know that Poison Muffin don't sleep. So as Sammy had his time. When he was beating me, he had his time. Know that I beating he gotta come better and better and better. When he coming, when Sammy one step here, or 3 steps there. You know what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
So Sammy, we call the CEO, the Poison Muffin tell you, bring the car fathers there and let me put another lash in it. Simple as that.
We gonna link Sammy out for this interview, so you can hear Sammy replay soon.
Correct.
Right.
I want Sammy replay. Me and Sammy always got some nice beats. And Sammy don't know already the Poison Muffin don't play.
So other than Sammy and Sherlock, you got any other call outs you want me?
Honestly, you mentioned something before. How does it feel to be competing against the second guys whereby is the fast guys?
Yeah.
Cause the onlyest body that we can't speak about that doing fights is Bruce. He in the class by himself.
Yeah.
Good. So really and truly, we all know that this car got the potential to go fast. In the quarter mile, the next eighth is where this car is live its best life. But we ain't got that here, unfortunately. So we got to fight with what we got. I coming to compete with any 4-wheel drive car. I ain't scared to take a lash. I've been taking lashes before. But the problem with the guys over here in Barbados right now, everybody's scared to take a lash. People want to come when a good or when a car this or when the car that. Bring the car and race. The onlyest way you can know if your car is developing or doing something is by bringing it and competing against each other. You can hold a lash, but go inside, make a change, come back and come again. And that's how this car get to be the fastest 2-wheel drive car currently in Barbados. I take my lashes, I come back home, we grind, we sit down, me and the team late at night on video call, discussing the car, was the next step. Met phone calls overseas, get some assistance, and burger down. We achieve it. And we coming to do a very low 6. I want to get on the list for the fastest time in Barbados or something like that in terms of the 4-wheel drive cars.
Yeah.
I want to put this car in that. I want to put this 2-wheel drive car in that 4-wheel drive car category.
No. Let me say June 21st, right?
Mm-hmm.
You run that low 6 second thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say you run a 6-1 or a 6-4.
That if when.
Sorry. Talk to me about our reaction. What the pro gonna see, what the dry racers gonna see, what everybody gonna see.
People can see history again at Bushy Park. Then what I've seen history when we first do it, when we run the 6-9, when Bruce and everybody running the picks and celebrate me and lift me up high in the air and all that,
Yeah.
they can see something similar to that again. Because we can pronounce, we can have a ball, and we can have some fun. My family coming up, my son, one of my great supporters, he can be there and he just wants to see the car. He said, Daddy, I feel if you get this here right, Daddy, I feel you could put this in a 5, you know. I said, Rocha, you serious? Rocha said, yes, Daddy. I said, all right, you know, we can try for a low 6 first. We can see how that go, and then we can shoot for the 5 because this car did 6-1 and I take on the 8. So we all know on good practice it did. It did 6-1.
Yeah.
So it ain't far from a 5. And at the 6-1 the car was at, you know, very minimum. So we know the car got a lot in it. We know it's drag racing, so anything is possible. And we are aware of that, but right now the car has been working really well. We got a good maintenance program for it. And coming Father's Day, it's war.
Now before we close out, got any show talks, the sponsors, the team that you want to give?
Yes, for sure. Big up all the time. My sponsors all around the car. I just rep my sponsors because without them, it would not be possible. So big up in there, all the parts and accessories. Big up Tallest Rental Services, MKF Car Rentals, A Plus Euro Parts and Supplies, and Aline's Auto Rev Garage, where we out here today. Big up my sponsors. Definitely, we also welcome some more on board at any time. To come on board, obviously feel free to reach out to me at 246 Island Auto. You can reach out to me and, you know, we can sit down and have a meeting and discuss about the car. Because the car is a global car right now. And we just want to continue to keep pushing it and pushing the motorsports. And also developing the youngsters to come as today. You got a lot of youngsters that asking me questions. So I'm thinking about one day to just do a slight little car show or something to invite all of the dry racing guys to come out and let me just if we could do something. A slight little car show, bring out the little children and let them ask some questions because we gotta do it for the youth. Because we want the sport to continue as we fade out. We want the youth to continue to develop the sport, and the only way to happen is for them to come and find out exactly how these cars doing and the way about it. We don't want the sport today.
Well, Muffin, I can be looking forward to see you June 21st. I'm looking forward for that car show.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I can definitely try to work on it. If not this year, probably next year, but I will speak to the guys and let me put something in place to hold a nice little car show.
It was a good talk.
Yeah,
See
man.
you June 21st.
For sure.
I remember people, June 21st, Bushy Park, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Admission $25. Children 12 and under free. That was the place to be.
Yeah. Oh, and what you gonna do? Coming next week to Fortress Island Auto team, we gonna give away about 5 or 7 tickets leading up to the event. Just follow me on my social media pages, but I can give away a ticket every day.
Give them the name of the pages.
246 Island Auto. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. That's pretty much it. But I can give away about 7 tickets starting from Monday right down to the event. A ticket a day. I might ask like, oh, if I pay attention to this video, I can ask some questions that he would have just asked me in the video, like what's my fastest time, which countries I went to and race, and they can just be giving away some random tickets to come out and support for Father's Day. So bring up one of the uncles, one of the aunties, every single body, one of the cousins, one of the children, bring up everybody. We at Bushy Park, Father's Day, outside.